Promised Neverland, Episode 2, 131045. I can only really describe this episode as when you go camping and you take a poo. Because that shit is intense. This was really good again. I've been trying to keep an open mind about it because I don't want to get too swept up, but it's been solid. Like, so many good episodes. Like, it reminds me a bit of like the early episodes of Death Note when we're figuring out like the extent and the limit of the abilities of the Death Note. And like, it's when I say it's similar, it's because that's what it is. They're trying to find out the extent and the abilities of like what they can do to escape, how to get out, like the extent of the mother's abilities. And yeah, it was all really good. I love this episode. It was so good. Tense was the best way to describe it. So many moments I was like, oh no. Oh no. But first of all, like, one thing I think that's great about this episode as well is going on the idea of like trying to figure out limits is lots of ideas go through your head at the same time. Well, I found that as well. Like, I found a lot of ideas go through my head, like, well, what if this is like this and what if this is like this? Because, so first of all, when they try and, when they start figuring out how to escape, they obviously decide, okay, don't go the way that Connie got sent off to, let's go have a scout around the other area. And they find walls, massive walls around the area, but they're like, we can probably get over that with a rope. It's a solid wall, and everything like that. And then it's just like all these like little different details of it as well. So the reason, and when they're just talking about, well, you know, like this is probably all managed for us, and we're all just like managed as livestock, and they probably do a lot just to keep us there because, you know, they're basically getting fattened up. Basically, we're pigs. We're fattened up, waiting to be slaughtered, really. And one of the ideas I had was, I don't know if it's going to come into it, but they all wear the same kind of clothes. They all wear like plain white clothing. White clothes are so easy to stain with like dirt or blood or mess or just like, you know, any kind of colour easily shows up on white. That's why people colour on white paper, because obviously it stands out. But I wonder if, especially since we learned, like, obviously they figured out, that's something that's quite terrifying as well, is obviously the idea that the mother also has, like, she can track people super quickly, because obviously when they're all playing hide and seek, you know, she's like, oh, I'll go find her, and she opened up like a little compass, like, watch thing, and then she's like, okay, and she goes to find something like that. They figure out super quick, like, that's got to be a tracking device. Which also kind of says about what time period this is supposed to be set in as well, because they're at least familiar with the idea of a tracking device. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is, well, we don't know when, but like some point in the future, because it's very rare it's going to be like, the year is 2019, and yeah, especially because it's been going for a couple of years. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a slightly set in the future series. Yeah, and that's like another element of like, okay, so now we've got to figure out this as well. But in any case, what I mean is because they figure out the trackers are somewhere in their bodies and obviously they don't know about it, like the way to take it, they're going to have to like try and figure out where, and they're going to have to cut them open to take them out, right? And like, I imagine they're clever enough to figure out a way around this, but the whole thing is, blood would show up so easily, and because obviously they keep them so closely monitored and they can, you know, blood isn't really something that's going to happen, or like they're going to find out really quick. So if there's blood, especially in a peculiar place, like say it's like, I don't know, like in the back there, like there, yeah. Cool, I had to show you my back for some reason, as if you didn't know what a back was. Then they can just quite easily go, oh, okay, this is where they are, like, they're onto us, there's a problem. And there were a few moments like this where like, okay, they're onto us, there's a problem, because they're like trying to keep their cool around the mama. And what I love, and like it does show, and I'm taking it more to be like Emma's, like, you know, ability to quickly learn, is at the beginning of the episode, she wakes up in the middle of the night, like, obviously she's terrified of what she's just seen, and obviously like having to act normal around Mother, but then of course Norman's like, we gotta do this. That scene, oh my god, that scene where she's looking at Connie, where the wall Connie's drawing, and the Mother just peers over her. It's robot noises apparently. Really good, really well done, because it made me go, oh no. But then we get to see the side of her that quickly learns, because immediately she's like, something wrong, Emma? And then she's like, no, I just miss Connie. And I was like, you little star, Emma, you little star. And once again, like I said, don't know a lot about animation, but my god, I thought it was done really well, because I just love those moments where like, I just think it's just how it's done, how they directed it, because I know a lot of series will be like, so like, for example, when Norman and Emma get out of the situation and they meet, they kind of like, after they go down the stairs, they break down, but at the same time, when they break down the bottom of the stairs, I'm like, all it takes is the Mother to like, peer over, and I'm like, that's it, okay? But it just does such a great job with that, and then obviously when Norman's like, come on, let's go, and his hand is shaking. I know other series would go like, his hand is shaking, he must be just as scared as I am. Rather, just showing it is nice, because then you can, because it's nice to treat the audience like they're smarter than that, and they can go, oh, because like even just in your head you go, oh, his hand's shaking, he's scared, rather than have Emma's inner monologue go, he must be scared as well. That's great, I love it. It was so good. Meanwhile, it actually had a bit of comedy in it as well. Maybe that's because of how serious the situation is too. But obviously, like, the thing is, we knew Ray was going to find out at some point, because obviously, you know, they're plastered all over the covers for everything pretty much. And I loved that bit where like they're trying to explain it to him and Norman's the one who says it, and they go on to say like, well, yeah, it's because Norman told me. Honestly, Emma, if you told me, there's no way I would have believed that. She's like, ow, like, it was good. Like, and I think that partially, and I think that's always a good thing about like more serious, intense stories, is comedy lands a bit better because it's there, like, it's just so few and far in between. Like I don't imagine a lot of comedy in this series, but you know, but these bits are appreciated. And what I do love as well is the whole conversation between Emma, Ray and Norman, because one thing they don't lose on is, because this is a shonen series, they still don't lose that shonen attitude of, yeah, never give up, we're going to do this. So immediately Ray starts talking about like the other issues that pop up with us escaping. He's like, well, first of all, obviously we've got children, we've got of all ages, of sizes, you know, intelligence. Like, the chance of us getting out of here isn't really going to happen. We need to, if us three do it, we can do it, but any more of us, it's difficult enough as it is with just the three of us. No way we're going to get everyone else out. And just Emma's immediate reaction of going like, no, we're not getting out of, no, we're all doing this together. I don't care if we have a chance or not, I cannot leave a single person behind, and I refuse to leave here unless everyone comes with us. And I was like, yes, Emma, like, Emma's a great character. I like her because it's like, you know, she's smart, but she still, like, and I think this is what I believe shonens have been trying to do, just to shake it, because we've had a lot of shonen heroes who are just like, the lovable idiots, and I feel like they're trying to do something a bit differently. So, like, you got characters like Deku, for example, like, he isn't just a lovable, like, he's not a lovable idiot, like, he's smart, but he's a bit of a, you know, he's different because he's a geek, really. And then Emma, like, she's smart, but then she's also got that shonen attitude of like, no, I'm not giving up, you know? It's just something a bit different compared to a standard shonen hero. I thought it was great. I loved that. It was, yeah, I really like that whole thing. And I think one thing that surprised me with Ray is because he said in the last episode, like, well, we need to figure out how to survive first out there. So I was like, okay, maybe he already knows something. But the fact is he didn't. He's never said, he never was like, whoa, or anything like that. Like, in the way, I suppose it wasn't as gruesome, like, having your friend say to you, this isn't real. But of course he believes them, in comparison to seeing a dead child's body get, like, tossed away and find out the mother who always raised you was actually just raising you to die. Yeah, so, I'm trying to think what else happened in that episode. Yeah, so obviously they're planning to escape at this point, and it's just the three of them who know, but they've also got to figure out how to get everything, like, moved. Like, they're trying to figure out how to sort out everything. Something that's also really important is, like, just all these different concepts they came up with as well. Like, one thing was, like, you know, you do realise if we get out of here, there is a reason why we're probably in here. It's because there's probably a society of demons out there who control everything. So it's super important. I thought that was a great thing. Yeah, just all these, like I said, it's all these different concepts and ideas still going on to make the reader, or the viewer in this case, just kind of like keep thinking, because that's what it did to me. I was like, what about this, what about this, what about this, what about this? And like, you think about every little detail and you're like, oh my god, what if this is because of this, and this is because of this, and this is because of this. Yeah, it was really good. Like I said, tense, and then the ending as well, just to add to the extra, like, as if it's going to get any worse. So the other mother has shown up, and she has a baby, so now not only do we have to watch out for that, we've, like, watch out for a second adult, we've also got a baby to get out of there as well. I don't know how they're going to manage, but I really want them to, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode whenever it comes out. It was supposed to come out on Wednesdays, but now it's kind of up in the air. Like, I see Thursdays or Fridays on some, but on Crunchyroll it still says Wednesdays. I don't know. But yeah. Damn it, it was good. It's another good episode. I'm thinking if I missed anything, because like I said, I only watched it last week and I haven't watched it back since. There was a lot, I remember a lot happening, but then generally really tense in a good way. Like, the stakes keep rising and it's really interesting. It's not too over, like, it's not like super duper bad situation, like there's still a way for them to get out of it, but I'm ready to see, like, this battle of brains that's going to happen between these three and against Mother and the other one whose name I can't remember. But once again, like I said before, I'm not going to Google it or anything just because of that. But yes, I really enjoyed this. What did you think of it? If you're a fan of Promised Neverland, do you think the adaptation is going well? If you didn't like it, or yeah, just let me know. I'd like to know why you're not enjoying the series. Not in the sense of like, you should be enjoying, it's the greatest, but like, you know, just to get a different perspective. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you around. Intense.